Let's talk about a very unique pass with the use of the lapel. I'm going to still use a back step on the final transition to side control, but this time I'll control my partner with the use of lapel. It's going to be interesting how we're going to feed this, but before we get there, let's get into our over-under. So we're starting with our open guard or half guard position. We are going to dive in as we normally would. I'm going to get my knees and his leg off the ground. Now this lapel is really important because as I feed it under them, I'm going to walk and get their hips closer. I'm going to trap the lapel behind his hamstring and now feed my arm over the leg and transfer to my other hand. Once I'm here, I still control their hips, raise them up, and as I step back, this control lapel grip allows me to demobilize my partner's hips and not allow them to move, which essentially in the long term makes me more successful. Let's do it on the other side. It's from here. Beautiful. Excellent. So let's take a look one more time. We're starting with normal over-under. So I'm coming in, control their hips. My head is turned away, hips are off the ground. Now before I do this, I need this lapel, so make yourself successful. Get this lapel ready ahead of time. So if that means you gotta dig it out of the belt and let it hang nearby the hip, it's probably, you'll find more success with that approach. As I'm digging right in, underhooking, I'll find the lapel and I feed it over. As I do so, I'm gonna bring my hand over there and move his hips back. As I feed it, underhooking, step back will allow me to control his hips. Notice how this arm is over their thigh, controlling their hips, not allowing them to scoot away as I pass. To be quite honest with you, now if I let go and they start scooting out, gives me a very nice opportunity to transition right in. One really important part here, awareness point, is that as you're doing all this maneuvering with the lapel, remember that your arm might be exposed for the Kimura lock. So keep in mind that peel approach, how you peel the arm and get away from that or counter your partner with some of these different techniques and mechanisms. So one more time, we have the lapel available. This is a good situation right here. I'm going to feed it, and as I'm coming over and pushing them, I can easily feed the lapel under. And remember, if his hips and his knees are far away from his shoulder, you have a long distance to cover. So as you're leaning in, walk towards their shoulders, allowing the lapel to be fed underneath their leg and over for that grip. Control their hip, and as I'm putting all my weight, I can sit and step back. The moment the knee comes up, I can transition to side control. Let's do it one more time on the opposite side. Once again, we have the lapel as I'm digging under, feeding. Walk towards them. Make sure on the side, you bring those knees up close to their chest so I can feed behind their leg. And now, stepping back allows me to pass right to the side.